This is the Sekonic microliter light meter. This is actually very simple to use, so pretty much self-explanatory, but to those who are having difficulties in using this, then I will teach you how. So first of all, the battery goes in here. I believe it takes a PX625 battery, which has been outlawed. This is a replacement, a Barta 625U, I believe, which is an alkaline replacement. Based on my tests, this meter will work with alkaline replacements okay. It's not going to be inaccurate, it's not going to cause anything to go wrong with the meter itself. Now, after you put the battery, the positive faces out towards the cap. Press this button here to check. There you go. This one's a bit flaky because there's a bit of corrosion on the compartment, but as you can see, it's pretty much dead on the blue mark. If your needle reads on the blue mark, that means it's good. If it reads below, your batteries are dying. If it reads above, I have no idea why would that happen, because this is a 1.5 volt cell and it is reading pretty much perfect. Now, to use the light meter, you will have to take note this dial right here. Turning this dial will also turn this green arrow, right? And of course there's this red arrow right here. So the objective is, alright, so let's just pretend we're taking a light meter reading. Alright, so the needle, as you can see, is deflecting. So you have to align the green arrow with the red arrow. And then you will take the reading here, on this one right here. So it says here, at f1.4, your shutter speed should be 1/500th of a second. Alright, so that's what you're going to set in your camera. So this scale goes all the way. So if you want to shoot at, let's say, f8, then you simply set it at 1/15th of a second at f8. Oh, and by the way, this lever thing, okay, so set this to the high position, which is the normal position when you're shooting outdoors, when it's in extremely bright areas. And of course, set it to the low position when you're indoors or when you're in a dimly lit area. Okay, now to adjust the ISO, or to set the ISO on the meter, you look at this ASA dial here, this ring, this inside ring, and there's this little nub here, and you can move this up and down to set the ISO. You're not electronically altering anything, you're just physically setting the dial, as you can see right there. So this one is currently set to ASA 100. Take note that ASA is also the same with ISO. ISO is a newer term. And that's about it actually. You just point it on your subject. Depending on the lighting, you set it from low to high, low or high. You point it at your subject, alright? You take the meter reading, you align the two arrows, you take the reading from this, you set it on your camera, and you're good to go. That's about it for this Sekonic microliter light meter. I believe this was made in the 1960s or perhaps the early 1970s. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to the channel.